All right, this is my new house, and it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of remodel. I got to get the lawnmower over here tomorrow or later today. Everything's got to be replaced. Outside sidings, windows, doors, interior walls, everything. So this is video number 1 of YouTube. Roof's got to be replaced. So this is my first official house video. All that dry rot's got to be torn out. The garage. So this was a separate working room. So I'm gonna knock this out. Even though it's pretty solid, man, I kind of would hate to knock it out. They did a pretty good job, I guess. Cross beamed it. That telephone line. This all needs to be blocked out, knocked out, torn out. Alright, I'm going to take photos. Bugs, it's infested with bugs. How the hell do you open the door? I have no idea what's in there. Water heater. Alright, I do have a plumber coming tomorrow. We'll take a look at that. So all that's going to come out. I got to get up in the attic. Tiny attic. Got electrician. Hopefully I got an electrician coming. This is the washer and dryer area. I'm afraid to go in this house, man. Carpet since 19 someone. The house was built in 1980, so everything is the same. Smoke detectors are going off. Where's the AC? What the hell you got this AC on for? 77? Better turn that bitch up. Nobody in this house. Alright, this is the dining room. Front entranceway. Double doors. I'm going to see about taking out this wall. If I could take out this wall. The alarm system's probably going to go. I'll have ADT. There's a fireplace. I try to work that out. Get ADT over here, put a new alarm system. Little kitchenette area. Let me see if I can turn the light on. All right, here's the kitchenette area. There's the kitchen. So what I want to do is I want to tear out replace all the kitchen area, tear this out, make this an island, tear out everything, new cabinets, make this an island. So they left this refrigerator. Looks really good. Alright, so maybe we'll put this in the garage. That'll be the spare refrigerator. So over here. So some of these internal walls may not need to be torn apart. I got to check around and see. Might just need to be torn over. All the doors need to be replaced. Let's see here. There's the bedroom. Those exterior walls look nasty. Closet. Somehow do something with this closet. Can I move it? What's this one? Oh, that's a closet. Okay, so I can move that. This is the spare bedroom, bathroom. All that's going to be gutted. Everything, walls, everything's going to be re-gutted. Toilet. Is there any water at all? I thought I turned the water on. Oh, they turned the main water off outside because I had a leak. Okay. That's right. I told somebody to turn the water off outside. This is the disco room. Look at that. We got a disco light bulb. All right. We'll put a stripper pole here in the middle. That's a decent closet. Not too bad. That can stay. So this can either be the office or the spare room. Let's see. I'll make this one the office because it's facing the front. So, and it's kind of a smallest bedroom. This one's a good size one. Maybe what I'll do is, I don't know. I'll flip the coin. Let that bedroom have access to this bathroom. So if I take out this closet, okay, take out this closet, which is a linen closet. Maybe figure out a way to do a slider or a door right here, closet. I don't know. Well, there's the alarm system. Maybe I'll call Brinks since it's already wired. Okay. Now the toilets, I'm contemplating keeping them because these are the old 5-gallon tank toilets that they don't make anymore. So we'll see. But this one, from what I understand, is a load-bearing wall. So maybe I'll have to look into it about maybe just keeping the post right there, moving the electrical over. But it's got all the shit in here, so I have to go up in the attic and see what I can move around, knock this out, maybe move all that over here to this wall, and then knock this out. What do we got here? Yeah, nothing really much on this side, so I actually probably can knock it out. If I can knock it out right there, knock all this out, support that somehow. And then we're going to change the doors. That's going to be changed out to a single door instead of a double door. I bought a new lock, so I'm going to replace the lock today, here shortly. Like I said, all the windows are going to be replaced. Okay, here's the master bedroom. And this is the one he said there's no lights. Yeah. So this is the master bedroom. And closet. Is there a light in the closet? Yeah. Okay. Now, do you really think this is going to fit all my clothes? Hell no. We're going to have a couple garage sales. Get rid of some clothes. Alright, so we got a couple of windows here. These are all going to be replaced. Okay. Let's take a tour out back. Okay. Oh, this has got the thing. That's why. Hold on. Okay. All right. So the shed is going to be torn out. All this needs to be cleaned up. Oh, spider web. All right. This is the back patio. Alright, so if I take out the siding from the outside, maybe I can insulate it. That's where the leak was, plumber's leak. So all the windows are going to be replaced, patio is going to be replaced. I got to build up the yard. I'll bring the lawnmower tomorrow. We're going to cut the grass. Get this shit torn up, cleaned up. I'm not going to walk back there in my socks. I can't trust what's back there. This tree's got to be trimmed. It's a good shade tree, but it needs to be trimmed. All this stuff needs to be replaced. All right, let me go back inside. Okay, so this is where we are today. I may have different contractors do different things. So, video number 1 of the new house. Casa De Malouff. You come to Casa De Malouff. Yeah, this is the house of Casa De Malouff. So, anybody know anything about fireplaces? How to clean that thing out? Any bats or rats probably in there? All right. That concludes video number 1 of the house. And we'll start probably tomorrow with video number 2. Cleaning everything up. Okay, we're done with the grass. Let's just call it the forest. Again, so it wasn't grass. Back there, just about 4 feet high. I'll probably know it again next week just to pull off chips. There you go. Now there's a lot of beetles, spiders, snakes, a black one and a brown one. They ran off, they didn't come at me. So most likely the black one is a racer, probably a rat snake, which I'll keep around if he comes back. So, welcome to day one. Casa De Malouff. No break, straight from the cruise ship here. That's how you do it. All right, there's some people that complain because I don't sweat. Well, I'm sweating. Look, that's my sweat. I just mowed a lawn for 2.5 hours. Actually, it was a forest. In 97 degrees, heat index of 118. I just drove 6 miles with the windows down, and this is my sweat. This is all you get. That's it.